on our competition here in the province, but he's not going to play with me because the president plays far better than the premier of the province. Honorable Speaker, members and the people of Mpumalanga, it is a privilege and humbling experience to stand before this august house to prepare people's hearts and minds to receive feedback on what Mpumalanga provincial government has accomplished in the last 7 months since we took the oath of office and shared with you our vision for the future of this beautiful province, the place of the rising sun. As a government of the people, today's occasion give us an opportunity to account to the people by reflecting our performance and progress towards building a better life for the people of this wonderful province. The State of the Province address takes place in the wake of many other important and momentous events in our calendar, which include, amongst others, the ruling party's 113 years anniversary celebration of its existence with January 8 statement in Khayelitsha, Cape Town. Number of Mahutla, including the government cabinet Lehutla and our own Exco Lehutla, which took place recently. The 2025 State of the Nation Address by His Excellency President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, the Chief Commander of the Army. In his 2025 State of the Nation Address, His Excellency President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa reminded us of our most urgent task of growing our economy, creating jobs, reducing poverty, and improving the lives of all South Africans. Growing our economy will restore the dignity of our people and lead them to a place of abundance, prosperity, and ease, a national democratic society. The 7th administration, as detailed in the Midterm Development Plan, emphasized the following key priorities: driving inclusive economic growth and job creation, reducing poverty and tackling the high cost of living, building a capable, ethical, and developmental state. While these 3 strategic priorities are interrelated and interlinked, driving inclusive growth and job creation is viewed as an apex priority. All spheres of government, clusters, and sectors will prioritize relevant economic intervention towards increased prosperity and equality for all the people of Mpumalanga. Honorable Speaker and members, the ideal economic growth envisaged for the province is underpinned by the following strategic objectives: economic growth of 3% and more, reducing the unemployment rate to 25% and below, facilitating domestic and foreign investment, targeting at least 50 billion rands worth of investment, reducing the poverty rate to less than 35%. I want you to note that this is the commitment that we are making, that we want to reduce poverty rate to less than 35%. I am not contradicting what I said last, because we said that we want to zero rate. We must be realistic. So we want to reduce poverty rate to less than 35%, creating at least 60,000 and more job opportunities per annum. Also here, I am not contradicting myself, because on Ola, we said that at least must create 100,000. We want to be more realistic, want to reduce income inequality in the province. We need a strong government that directly and indirectly supports the economy. This can be done by developing integrated transport network and industry, as well as by creating a safe and orderly environment. We will continue to build the economy of the province. The growth is crucial for creating job opportunities and fostering hope in our communities. Our improvement of unemployment in Mpumalanga from 36.2% to 34.7% is significantly higher than the national average, and youth unemployment is particularly high. Yesterday, Statistics South Africa released their social profile of the youth report for the period 2014 and 2024. The report reveals that youth unemployment in the province has increased by 8.2% from 41.8% in 2014 to 50% in 2024. However, there was an improvement on the youth unemployed graduate from 19% to 9%. Honorable Speaker and members, we do not state these figures casually, as they mean that the social budget has to be increased. We welcome any form of social assistance that helps low-income social households. Our communities are benefiting from social grants and welfare services. The economy is not growing at the rate that allows us to absorb many people into productive employment. The stagnation in domestic growth has been caused in part by the global economic conditions. Amongst others, the volatile commodity prices in the mining sector create uncertainty and make it difficult for investors to predict the future. The province will focus on driving economic growth to create more jobs opportunities despite current uncertainties. Over the next 5 years, we will target economic growth that create approximately 300,000 additional and sustainable work opportunities. For us to achieve this target, the government will intensify its existing programs and launch new innovative programs in the key economic sectors of the provincial economy. We will continue to prioritize agriculture and forestry, mining, manufacturing, tourism, renewable energy, ICT, and the arts and crafts industry. Honorable Speaker and members and the people of Mpumalanga, let me remind those who may have missed my input during the debate of the President's 2025 State of the Nation address about 2 weeks ago on what this province is doing to address some of these challenges. I know that there will be those that they will say that you said in public 1 million learners. You must know that I'm a math teacher. Sometimes when we deal with figures, we'll convert them to the nearest 500, to the nearest 50. So the exact figure, because I know that Colin has been recording and he phoned me, 999,685 learners in Mpumalanga benefits from the National School Nutrition Program. Yes. 73,723 learners are transported to 353 schools daily through another government initiative. We have since funded 238 youth-owned enterprises at the tune of 257.9 million through the Premier's Youth Development Fund. We are doing all this so that we will be able to reskill our employed youth graduates to equip them with knowledge and wisdom in order to be absorbed by the industries. The province plans to soft launch the Mpumalanga International Fresh Produce Market by April 2025 as we prepare for its full operation. We are engaging with international partners, including Oman and China, to build trading relations and explore markets for agricultural products. On operationalization, 156 jobs will be created on the market floor. A total of 150,000 subsistence farmers and small-scale farmers will have access to trade their product. We are also expected to create an additional 105,000 jobs at the farm level. A total of 1,600 SMEs, 4 per ward, will be supported to start their own business that will trade their products with the market. To empower smallholder farmers, the province will introduce new and indigenous technologies to enhance productivity. Honorable Speaker, in Mpumalanga, too, infrastructure development is linked to human development and job creation. The province completed a provincial infrastructure master plan 2016 in line with the NDP and National Infrastructure Plan to ensure economic growth and job creation. The province is making strides towards the successful implementation of the NHI, aiming to ensure universal access to quality health care. Thus, we have a date with the President Ramaphosa to come here in Mpumalanga to officially hand over or to open the state-of-the-art health facility, Middleburg Hospital, which has got 220 beds. We said that in Mpumalanga, 287 out of 292 clinics have achieved ideal clinic status, meeting the National Health Care Standard. 160 clinics meet all the required health regulations and are fully certified by the Office of the Health Standard and Compliance. Working with the private sector, we'll be launching the microgrid at Sipho Sensibi Clinic in Emalahleni to ensure undisrupted 24-hour service amid load shedding. The province is investing in the development of our children. We are the third best province in the country whose learners have entered grade 10 and completed grade 12 in record time. We have now completed the building of 6 boarding schools, which enrolled 6,438 learners from farm schools in our 3 district municipalities. Mkondo Boarding School will be operational in the school's second term. We have finalized the planning of the school for learners with disability, and the building will commence in the next financial year, 2025-2026. In Mpumalanga, we are prioritizing the eradication of 53 old schools which were built by communities and the re-roofing of 81 asbestos schools. ESCOM has donated the microgrid solar system for Blankpan Primary School in Middleburg to enhance connectivity. The length of our road in Mpumalanga is 13,000 387 kilometers, of which 40% is surface and 60% gravel. Our goal is to have at least 75% of all our road networking attaining a minimum classification of good by 2031. We plan to eradicate AMCO culverts by 2031. We have established 2 teams per district for the Kubunyal Tool program of pothole patching, re-graveling, and cleaning of drainage structures. In the past, we used to only see ring roads and major interchange in major provinces. But today we can proudly say in Mpumalanga we have over 5 with the recently constructed Carino and Montrose interchange. We are constructing a bridge over a railway line in Emalahleni. We thank the Department of Transport through SANRAL for widening Muloto Road, upgrading of R40 and N2. We have requested the Department of Transport through PRAZA to consider Mpumalanga rail corridors when restoring metro rail corridors in other provinces. Our government deserves recognition for improving access to clean water. 87% of the population of Mpumalanga now have access to reliable water. We commend the Ministry of Water and Sanitation led by Honorable Majodin for authorizing water releases from Jericho Dam to Mkondo Municipality. Through the intervention of the Department of Water and Sanitation, Rand Water is now reliably supplying 20 megaliters of water to Tembisile Municipality per day. Major water projects are implemented in Mpumalanga to address shortage of water. The construction of the Low Scope Regional Bulk Water Supply Scheme is underway to supply bulk water to villages in Tembisile local municipality at a cost of 2 billion rand. And this project is going to be completed in this financial year. Amsterdam and Shipmore Bulk Water Supply Scheme at Mkondo local municipality. The project is progressing very well and is now above 40% construction. It is planned to be completed in June 2026 with a total projected cost of 550 million. 3 copies bulk water supply scheme phase 1A, which was halted, will result construction works and be completed during this financial year. Planning is at an advanced stage. Planning is at an advanced stage for a number of bulk infrastructure projects to be implemented in the next coming years. Ras Deventer bulk water supply, Msukaligwa bulk water supply cluster 1, upgrading of Mkusu waste treatment waterworks. The feasibility studies on the proposed construction of the Mbombela Dam at Mountain View, it is at an advanced stage. The budget allocation for water, and sanitation infrastructure grant for the 2025-26 financial year is 585,992 million. We aim to increase the tourism industry's contribution to our GDP from 5.8% to 8%. The province plans to increase public and private infrastructure investment through key tourism infrastructure programs, which include, amongst others, the development of a cable car in Maripskop, waterway, the Babaton Makonja World Heritage Site, and many more others. The introduction of these new products in the market will increase our market value from 21.6% to over 25% and become the lead province on international arrivals. We want to lead, we don't want to settle for the second. The contribution of mining to Mpumalanga GDP decreased from 23.2% to 19.9%, and this decline could be because of the challenges in the logistics and backlogs in the harbors. We are, however, confident that the progress registered by the Operation Vulindlela in resolving our country's logistic crisis will help us to improve our output in the sector, but its contribution is still significant in the main coal mining in Kangala and Herb districts. Mpumalanga depends heavily on coal as a source of economic value, employment, and energy. 80% of the country's coal productions come from Mpumalanga. We are home to 11 of the country's 14 coal-fired power plants, which accounts for 70% of ESCOM's operating capacity. Critical in enhancing energy stability also in our country depends in Mpumalanga. We support just energy transition. There is no person that can stand on the way of just energy transition. And there are so many projects that are implemented here in Mpumalanga that we are supporting. Coal is critical in our strategy to drive both economic growth and development in our province, and in achieving our economic growth target of 3% as announced by the President in his SONA. While we support just energy transition, we also support a research on carbon capture, which is being explored in its viability towards mitigating carbon emissions in the region. I know that mining companies are here, and I'm also going to engage with you on the 7th, but not on the mining industry. It's not the mining industry, but I'm coming to address you. We want to invite mining companies that stand to benefit from this research to assist in funding this initiative in the spirit of district development model. Honorable Speaker and members, I am deliberately retelling my debate on SONA to demonstrate that I was not grandstanding. I'm a man of his way. Honorable Speaker and members, commitments were made by my predecessor, the former Premier, on the 2024 SOPA, and myself on the opening of the legislature. We always promised less, and we did not disappoint at all. Indeed, Madam Speaker and members, we have completed almost all the projects that we promised to complete. The programs aimed at improving the quality of life of the most vulnerable sectors of our society, regardless of race, class or creed. We have expanded access to basic services, housing, education and skill, health, food security, safety and security, social and economic infrastructure, and economic growth. These projects include, amongst others, Middelburg Hospital. We have completed clinic, community health centers in Castile, Kanyamazana, Otley, Driekopies, Botleng, and installed CT scan units in Witbank and Rob Ferreira Hospital, thereby reducing the number of child mortality and maternal mortality in the province. We have managed to complete and hand over the following new school, that is Magogeni Primary School, Mpumalanga Primary School, New Clarinet Mbatini, New Donkop School, Mcholozi Primary School, Inhlelento, Mpisi, Jamia, Spukuse 2 Secondary School, Fulani Primary School, Moralek Combined School, Mapaleni Primary School, and Pilo Primary School. The following schools are under construction, while others are earmarked to be constructed during this financial year. Long-term Secondary, Rockdale Extension 24 Primary, Chayaza Secondary School, Didimalo Primary School, New Perdekop Secondary School, New Emelo Secondary School, Silulu Secondary School, Mokibe Secondary School, and George Mayo School, and others. In total, we will be constructing 29 schools in this financial year. The government has ensured provision of additional classrooms in overcrowded areas, and to that effect, the implementing agent is finalizing the evaluation process on the appointment of contractors for the additional 40 classrooms in Mbombela. We have completed a total of 576 houses since last financial year to date as follows. Emakazeni, 205 houses in Madala, Sakele, and Guguletu. Steve Sweat, 370 houses, of which 285 were delivered at Kwazamukuhle, Extension 1 and 9, and 88 houses in Rondebosch. During the presidential visit to the province last year, December 2024, President Ramaphosa joined us in handing over 3 completed Welisizwe bridges to the community of Tembisilehane municipality. These bridges have made life better for learners who go to school across villages. Traders now have access to new markets, and friends and relatives can now pay each other visits. We have completed and handed over vegetable tunnels at Dr. J.S. Moroka and in the city of Mbombela, supporting cooperatives in the area. In Khersibande District Municipality, 32,234 households benefited from the upgrading of Phumula Outfall Sewer Pipeline. Construction of sewer reticulation network in Amsterdam is almost complete and will benefit 1,009 households. Refurbishment of Ulukwatini Sewer Pump Station has been completed and will benefit 14,751 households. In Kangala District Municipality, a total of 100,802 households will benefit from the refurbishment and upgrade of Phase 2 wastewater treatment works in Delma. The replacement of asbestos bulk supply line in Khapatla and Siyabusa has reached completion stage. The replacement of asbestos water pipe to reduce non-revenue water in Botleng has been completed, benefiting 10,070 households. Construction of Clarinet and Siangova Phase 2 link and bulk water supply line are almost complete to benefit 30,382 households. Construction of Murchison Slope to Kwagafontein Booster Pump Station and drilling of boreholes in Marapiana in Dr. J.S. Morocco Municipality has been completed. This will benefit 11,364 households. Through the Department of Water and Sanitation, the province is currently developing a provincial bulk water and sanitation master plan to assist with planning and implementation of bulk water and sanitation infrastructure projects. Local municipalities across the 3 districts are implementing infrastructure projects funded through the private sector, owned funding, municipal infrastructure grant, water service infrastructure grant, and the regional bulk infrastructure grant to address water shortages. We are busy trying to address this problem that is affecting our people in the main water supply shortages. Honorable Speaker and members, I stand here to assure the people of Mpumalanga that all hands on deck, we are committed to the cause of our province. We are turning Mpumalanga into a large construction site by investing in infrastructure program to create substantial employment. Large amount of capital will be dedicated to improving economic and social infrastructure, which include construction of hospitals, clinics, roads and bridges, education and new logistics. We are calling on private sector to partner with government in implementing all these projects since the demand is very high. For the next coming 5 years, we are going to prioritize strategic economic infrastructure to support development and service delivery. This involves inter alia, our anchor agricultural project. We are at the initial stage to operationalize the Mpumalanga International Fresh Produce Market. We are supporting black commercial farmers and developing them to be on par with their white counterparts. As part of enhancing the value chain, we are deliberately investing in large-scale irrigation infrastructure projects to expand agricultural projects. We have fully operationalized Mkhulu Agri-Hub to support our school nutrition program. Mkondo Agri-Hub was affected by storm and we are repairing it. We are working with Dr. J.S. Morocco to complete the building of the Agri-Hub there in Dr. J.S. We plan to build the last Agri-Hub in Komazi local municipality. We want our Agri-Hub to be model centers of excellence and common usage facilities for the benefit of all farmers within the province, in particular women, youth, and people with disabilities. We have initiated the drafting of Mpumalanga Government Nutrition Sourcing Bill 2024, which seeks to empower emerging farmers to maximize the available opportunities in the agricultural sector, facilitating and ensuring consistent market for farmers to supply specific commodities to provincial government nutrition program. We are in the process to finalize the signing of a memorandum of agreement with the Land Bank and other financial institutions to activate blended finance schemes to revitalize agricultural-based operation on land restitution and redistribution. Ladies and gentlemen, the realization of Maritzburg Cable Cut Mountain project is no longer a dream. I am happy to announce that budget for feasibility studies has already been set aside. We must accelerate the God's Window Skywalk public-private partnership projects. We call upon private sector to partner with us to build the Babaton Mkhonto World Heritage Site. We must conceptualize, initiate plans, and implement the water-based entertainment theme park waterways. We must fast-track the funding model and public-private sector partnership in implementing the International Conference Center, ICC. As a province, using our advantage, we need to champion investment in renewable energies, marking a major shift towards a cleaner energy economy in the province. We need to identify private sector partnership and implement mining and mental technology park. We must enhance and extend the mental incubation program. The closure of the Highfield steel has led to job losses, and we are engaging with various investors to resuscitate it. We need to fast-track the implementation of first phase of Nkomazi SEZ. We have since appointed the board and acting CEO. We are prioritizing township and rural economy. A study will be conducted that will be hasten the implementation of the township and rural economy, including the resuscitation of the industrial park. We need to revisit revitalization of the social enterprise development program and implement it in all government infrastructure programs. We should engage with Sosol. I'm happy that Sosol is here. We want to invite you from this podium to a meeting so that we will engage you more on the petrochemical industrial park. Honorable Speaker and members, there are many government buildings that are lying unused and are now being vandalized. We have already identified all existing government buildings within the 3 spheres of government working through the district development model. We should repurpose and productively use them like Elijah Mango. We must pay special attention and maintain rural and agriculture feeder roads used by our farmers and our rural communities. Tourism infrastructure is very key to attracting and retaining domestic and international tourists. We therefore must attend to it. Coal haulage roads play a very important role in facilitating the movement of coal and other commodities in and outside of the country. Mpumalanga is a getaway to at least 5 provinces and 2 countries working with Central. We must maintain this critical road infrastructure. We have a total of 10 critical corridor roads. While we are prioritizing these corridor roads that support our tourism industry, we must also pay attention on the corridors that link our province with other provinces and countries. These corridors have been identified to improve our infrastructure, but also create foundation for long-term inclusive economic growth. It is such initiatives that turn these corridors into opportunities that benefit the economy of our province. 1,041 kilometers of provincial roads have been proclaimed as national roads. All identified roads have been transferred to Sanral, with an exception of Akornuk to Manyeleti Road, which did not meet the criteria of proclamation. It will be prioritized by our department this financial year. It is important to note that the condition of this transfer is that there will be no tolling. I know that you have got this concern that maybe there will be more tolling. No, the condition is that there will be no tolling and reduction in funding. We are very excited to announce that we have officially commenced with road P171/1 between Mashishing and Rosenekal in the Limpopo border, which is a collaborative effort between the Department of Public Works, Roads and Transport, and the mining houses. I wish that these mining houses are here. If they are not invited in this SOPA, I think we must apologize. We should have invited them specially to come and be part of SOPA, because they have contributed in the construction of this road. Northern Platinum Limited, Dwars River, Chrome Mines, Glencore, Rustenburg Platinum Mines, Two River Platinum, Sanko Chrome. The P171/1 project is estimated to cost roughly 350 million, excluding VAT. These mines are contributing 60%, and the department contributes 40%. We thank these participating mines for their valuable contribution in infrastructure investment in the province. The province continues to explore partnership to accelerate project implementation and improvement of provincial road network. For far too long, the maintenance of bulk infrastructure has been neglected. We need to invest in building and maintaining our bulk and internal infrastructure. Mpumalanga is well positioned and suitable for investment in solar farms and solar plants. We must exploit our competitive advantage in this sector. These are projects that require proper planning with clear and vigorous implementation plans. The projects are implementable, and it will be easy for province to get funding. We are going to remove the red tape and unnecessary government bureaucracy and make it easy for investors to do business with our province. The time has come for us to think outside the box as directed by the President. We are going to massively embark on public-private partnership for those provincial projects which designs are complete, but we do not have enough funds for construction. We have met a number of private sector partners and state-owned institutions to pave a way forward on building partnership. We'll be signing a memorandum of understanding with some of these companies, which include ABSA, FNB, Nedbank and Standard Bank, Vodacom, MTN, Telkom South Africa, Seriti, Exaro, NAFCO, Provincial Youth Chambers, and South African Sugar Association, and many more that we are still going to meet. To diversify and build strong and resilient economy in the next 5 years, we'll focus on the following. We are making Mpumalanga an investment and tourism destination of choice by improving socio-economic and tourism infrastructure, strengthen tourism security, and improve tourism marketing. Introduce innovative funding for key strategic economic infrastructure projects through private or through public-private partnership. Will open up the bid and request proposal for the 4th casino license in the province. The responses will indicate to us if there is still an appetite for this initiative. Build industrialization capacity through localization, decarbonization, and economic diversification, including the mining supply park and other related industries. Leverage and repurpose existing and underutilized infrastructure to optimize socio-economic growth. Strengthen SME support as a catalyst for economic growth and provide technical and financial assistance to the informal sector. We must have to pay special attention on the informal sector. Enhance skill development through upscaling of business incubation and agricultural training. Accelerate economic transformation that addresses the duality of all economic sectors and support Black African-owned enterprises. Identify strategic land for economic growth through land acquisition. For us to build a capable state, we must, as a matter of urgency, elevate the project management unit in the office of the Premier. We must establish a central planning forum to be coordinated by COGSTA. Coordinate regular investment program through MER, assisted by a specialist investment company. Anchor Mpumalanga Research Institute with tertiary academic institution. On basic education, we need to increase access to education for learners with special educational needs and fast-track the building of the School for Learners with Disability. Work towards the establishment of schools of specialization, including but not limited to mining schools, performing arts, sports, excellence in technical and agricultural schools. This will be done in collaboration with our social partners. Support the popularization of school sports to promote participation in sport activities as a career, healthy lifestyle, and social cohesion. We need to fast-track the establishment of multi-purpose arena with a 5,000 seating capacity. We must improve access to library and information services in rural areas, including providing mobile libraries where structures are not feasible. We must facilitate the registration of all privately owned early childhood development centers to create a provincial database. We must, without further delays, roll out e-learning programs in grade 10 and connectivity for teaching and learning in quintile 1, 2, and 3. Our children will start to receive tablets from grade 10 on this financial year. We want our people to be healthy wherever they are. That's why we are investing heavily on the overall health care, from school health care to every facet of wellness, be it physical or mental wellness. We are a caring ANC-led government. We are committing ourselves to reducing maternal mortality rate and neonatal mortality rate to the lowest possible figure. We are committing ourselves to make sure that all clinics and hospitals by the end of this MTDP period, we want to ensure that they have reached an ideal health facility status and they are accredited to provide health care under the National Health Insurance Scheme. We further commit ourselves to 95 UNAIDS targets for people living with HIV/AIDS, that 95% should know their status, 95% be on treatment, and 95% achieving viral suppression. Honorable Speaker and members, the decision by USA to suspend and possibly terminate the support we have been receiving on combating HIV/AIDS came at a very difficult time given the current domestic and global economic environment. However, we are making plans to make sure that our HIV/AIDS program are sustained and our people get the services they deserve. Our plans are already in motion and will tap on other social partners to augment what we are already doing in that space. Our people should not panic. We are also paying special attention on the committed terrible crimes in some of our health facilities. A decision has been taken to arm security guards who work in our health facilities, in particular those that are open for 24 hours. The safety of our health workers is a priority. We urge community structures to work with the law enforcement agencies in fighting criminality. We have to protect our facilities, otherwise they may be forced to close much earlier they are supposed to. During this MTDP period, we'll embark on the following health infrastructure project: the construction of Lina Malaj. People must see dust now. We have finalized all the plans. People are going to see dust. Construction of Rob Ferreira Radiation Oncology Center, which will enable the province to completely treat cancer patients than relying in Gauteng. Construction of Mpumalanga Mental Health Hospital to provide mental health services. A rehabilitation facility in Babaton TB Hospital to provide nephrology services, modernize the delivery of healthcare services, and maximum utilization of available resources through implementation of telemedicine. In this 2025-26 financial year, the province is planning to build the following clinics, amongst others: Siabuswa CHC, Lebahang Clinic, Alexander Clinic, Langtruof Clinic, Lefiswane Clinic, Kinrose and Babaton Clinic, and so many health facilities that will be constructing. On the 19th of February 2025, Mpumalanga was the first province to launch the Provincial Council on Gender-Based Violence and Femicide in Secunda. The council is chaired by the Premier and assisted by a member of the civil society organization Sisonke Gender Justice Miss Mpumalanga. I don't know whether she's invited or not, but she should have been invited. The establishment of the Provincial Council, which is comprised of expertise from different stakeholders, followed the promulgation of the National Council on Gender-Based Violence and Femicide Act in May 2024. The new legislation facilitates the establishment of this council, a statutory body charged with providing strategic leadership in the fight against gender-based violence and femicide in South Africa. This multi-sectoral council will strengthen the national effort to combat gender-based violence using a more intrusive focus and better resource approach. During the current MTDP period, we will build the following social infrastructure projects: establishment and operationalization of the Kuseleka One-Stop Center to provide and protect the victims of GBV and femicide, as well as human trafficking. Construction of government-owned residential facility to provide care and protection for the elderly. 87%, as I have alluded to already, of households in this province have access to water, but this is a moving target as new informal settlements are mushrooming every year. 95.9% of our households have access to sanitation. 94% of our households have access to basic electricity. We are not doing well on access to refuse removal, which stands at 51%. The DDM program has been adopted by all 3 districts under one plan model. Before the end of this financial year, we will have built and completed all 1,174 houses which were left incomplete for various reasons. We are going to pay special attention and will complete this project this financial year. We want to improve our audit outcome from 5 clean audits to 80% by the end of the MTDP period. At least 8 or more municipalities must also achieve clean audit. We will continue to support municipalities on their financial recovery plan, improve their audit outcome, and assist them to implement their revenue collection strategy. While our government has since 1994 been at the forefront of promoting social cohesion and national reconciliation as a nation, we don't seem to have made progress in becoming a cohesive society characterized by high level of trust and shared vision for a common future. Our past history was filled with legislated polarization, forcing us to occupy our own corners through racism and social exclusion. This is in the past. We need to find one another, strive to find something that can make us one despite our different background. While sport and arts have in the main played its role in uniting us, it is not enough to only unite around sports and not find any other reason to be united. We believe that a provincial social cohesion dialogue is necessary for the people of Mpumalanga to unite behind one vision and common interest. as government will continue to support all signature events irrespective of their social orientation or interest. We also believe that we need to, among others, implement a social cohesion dialogue to combat racism, sexism, and other forms of intolerance. We'll continue with the implementation of signature events such as Mpumalanga Cultural Experience, Metro FM Awards, and support Arts of Legend and Inibos Arts Festival, 013 Summer Blaze, Annual All-White Picnic, Dikoma Cultural Festival, Mpumalanga Show, and marathons. Financial support community-based structures that implement social cohesion programs in all districts will be prioritized. Promote preservation of living culture through financial support of cultural events, including imimemo that are organized by our traditional leaders. Coordinate national commemorative days and gold penning championship. Continue to undertake resistance and heritage liberation road project and review geographic names. Coordinate and participate in district and provincial tournaments for big walk, aerobics, youth month, women in sport and active projects on sport, festivals and all other arts and cultural events, including school and community sport. The period under review saw a substantial decrease in some categories of crime, while there was an increase in others. One of the most heinous crimes that was on the increase is gender-based violence and femicide. This crime has been declared a second pandemic. It therefore demands that the community work together with the police in combating it. We'll be working closely with the newly installed Provincial Council on GBVF. Government has ensured that victim-friendly rooms and GBVF desks are established in 85 police stations, while in 5 police stations, police officers are still using their own offices. We'll continue to monitor the functionality of VFR to provide professional support to victims of crime and violence. I hope that we all know that we are supposed to be on the side of victims. We are declaring war on the perpetrators of GBVF. There are currently 15 well-resourced units located in the 3 districts and linked to the 90 police stations. The units deal with the victims of family violence, child abuse, and sexual offenses and are managed by SARS, which also provide the required services such as child protection to abused children and exploitation cases. The province is collaborating with civil society organizations to educate communities to report such cases and the implication of the withdrawal of these cases. We want to discourage communities should be on the side of victims and must protect victims even against their own parents and their own uncles that must go and report cases. They should not be persuaded to withdraw these cases. Government will continue to roll out road safety education programs targeting public transport sectors such as taxi associations, tavern, pubs, schools, and other community-based formation. We have deployed traffic officers on a 24-hour basis to create visibility, maintain law and order for our roads, but above all, to save lives. We need to enhance the road safety strategy to improve on the enforcement of all traffic regulations and policies. The launch of the Highway Patrol in October 2024 yielded positive results. Many arrests were recorded along the N4, N17, and N12. Illegal firearms and other illicit substances were confiscated. CIT robberies are declining drastically in the province. To prevent and reduce crime, we need to intensify the implementation of integrated crime and violence prevention strategy so that we can make our people to feel safe and also to be safe. The President has indicated that local government challenges are also arising from the design of our local government system and has directed all of us that the white paper on local government be reviewed for a modern and fit for purpose for local government system. Many of the challenges in municipalities arise from the design of our local government system. We further directed a review of the funding model for municipalities for their sustainability, as the province will be participating on this initiative and will establish a provincial technical committee that will contribute to the review of the funding model for municipalities to change the face of local government. As part of our drive to stimulate growth and build an inclusive economy that creates jobs, Mpumalanga will be hosting some very significant events this year, which include, amongst others, I know that we said, even on the Ola, that we want to have a mining industry. I know that the one that is being organized now for next weekend, we have engaged with the department and agreed that it will continue, but it's not a mining industry. The program that is initiated by ESCOM, and we are requesting our department to participate. We are going to have a mining industry. We are invited, the Premier's office is invited to go there and engage with mining companies. I am going there to engage with them. They know that the purpose of my visit will be to go there and request them to be part of service delivery here in the province. But we want to thank you that you are already contributing. The only problem is that if you are contributing and you are not reporting, it means that we don't know what is happening. So we want to request that we must open that line of communication between the Office of the Premier and yourself. We are going to have our mining industry, which will be bigger than the mining industry that is hosted by Western Cape. But we're engaging next week. We are going to host Mpumalanga Investment Conference, scheduled to take place during the first quarter of the next financial year, where the province will showcase its readiness for foreign and domestic investment in various sectors, including mining and energy, agriculture, agri-processing, forestry, manufacturing and beneficiation, tourism, and green energy. The province will be hosting the G20 ministerial visit in September 2025. Last year, the province hosted a number of G20 roadshows in which member states of the G20 showed tremendous interest in various sectors of our economy, including mining, tourism, renewable energy, and agriculture. We are also going to have a tourism investment conference here, which will be hosted in the province, but is planned by the National Department of Tourism. We are participating fully. Honorable Speaker and members, the solution to our problems lies with us and the answers can be found within the problem themselves. There is no person who will come from other planets descending here to offer us solution. We'll have to work together across party political divide, across races, across generational gaps, and confront our challenges head on as one nation. There is no place like Mpumalanga, a place of the rising sun, from whence our hope comes with each rising. Let us therefore make our province work for us all, for our children, for our children's children. One poetic musician, Duke Ellington, says, a problem is a chance for you to do your best. So in accordance with Ellington's words, our honorable speaker and members, the challenges that we encounter in our beautiful province and in South Africa as a whole are presenting us with an opportunity to rise above those challenges and do our best. We promised to complete Middelburg Hospital. We have done it. We promised to launch a provincial council for GBVF, and it has been launched. We promised to transfer some roads to Sandra, and we succeeded. Sithembise ukuthi kuzobuya ilithulu lapha eMpumalanga. Liyabuya. We promise to fill all vacancies, and we delivered. In our midst here, Madam Speaker, I would like to unveil the new from the box, the DG of our province, Ms. Megis Kosa. Oh, Megis Kosa. We are also introducing our new HODs, Ms. Gloria Mazubu and Ms. Amy Srakala. Honorable Speaker, we make commitments and deliver. We promise less and do more, for we are captains of our soul. Failure is not an option. We must meet these commitments and deliver a better life for all. Naked.
Thank you very much, Honorable Premier. For the well-delivered State of the Province address.